48% CPU. Sending at 1688 kilobytes. We are streaming and it is sort of working.
Okay. So we're just going to test for a while.
Stream health is excellent.
Okay.
Excellent connection.
See how long that lasts.
Yeah. Remember that your camera's way far forward, so that's way far back is the other thing.
Yeah.
Would it be worth rigging the GoPro as your upper camera in the future? You can kind of put it right up in the top.
Well, this one's nice. We just need a better mount for it because it's...
It needs to be kind of higher and farther forward kind of thing?
Yeah, I tried all sorts of things. I wonder... So one thing we could do... yes, there's a whole lot of things it needs. Because in OBS we can probably flip it. I just don't want to do that extra processing if we don't have to.
We can flip it?
Flip the image so the camera doesn't have to be right side up.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm just thinking.
Don't start thinking. No thinking aloud in here, man. Still doing okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay. So now it's lower than the recommended bit rate. Right.
Can I try something?
Yeah.
So why don't we just go settings, output. This is 45,000. Apply. Okay.
Now should we do a processor check and see?
We're up to 66% now.
Okay.
But we're sending 45 bits.
Okay.
And we dealt with that problem.
Okay. Ta-da! Did we ever figure out what the stream length was?
Hold on.
Okay. There we go. Still alive?
What's the red flasher?
Oh, it just means it's recording.
Yeah, we can also record through OBS too.
Right. True. But I don't think you want to really record.
Not on this computer, no. excited me too much.
Really?
It's gonna collapse this thing. I'm just giving you a hard time. You're gonna destroy the Matrix.
2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's all I need, right?
Yep. Okay. I think that's the
Yeah,
the
I
thumbnail.
think so too. Okay, so let's go back to this so we can see what's going on there.
Close Facebook.
Hmm?
Close Facebook.
Okay. Should we look at OBS again?
I think we're still doing fine.
Okay. Not dropping frames or anything, right?
Nope. And like you're seeing movement. The other issue is we're not really doing anything, so it's really hard
Right.
to see. Like
What it's actually doing, yeah. All right. Well, is the audio running?
As far as I could tell, the audio is running. So.
Okay. Are we going to complain about this error?
I think we're doing all we can, Dad. I
Okay.
think that's just this will work or it won't. We can look at it later. We can see what the. You do have to keep talking because that's how this works.
Right. Because if you stop talking,
you're also a little low.
Hmm?
You're a little low.
Yes. Well, we can tilt it too. But...
Yeah, but for now, this is set up.
Okay.
Everything out first.
Yep. Okay. There we go. Should we put the box away?
Yep.
Okay. I need to grab something, which is our rolling trays.
I'm not a big fan of this.
So if I recall correctly,
Yeah.
the first bit is building the little satellite.
There's a Curiosity rover one. There's a Curiosity rover set.
Yeah. I think we missed the opportunity on that one.
No, it's fine.
This is kind of starting to come apart a little bit.
Well,
I don't think I ever glued these very well.
No, I think they're kind of like, hey, oh wow, it is coming apart.
Probably the heat and I glued it well in the first place.
So yeah, it is satellites and then the base and then. We're centered.
When the time comes.
Not that you can really get anything out of it looking at it, but you know, it's just.
Oh, I should have redone the labels because I've got us backwards. And,
that's fine.
Okay, and there's wide. I like the wide angle. Okay.
Well, where are we starting? Are the bags actually labeled properly?
Yes. Have you had that problem of late?
No, I just couldn't tell. That's the... 4. There's 1, 2. Well, the issue with the starter chart is they're all in weird places, so that was the
bag chart.
Yeah, if they're those are now in order for no good reason.
Okay. And then I think if I go back.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're back to poor on this stream, but it was fine until you went to Facebook. I blame Facebook. It's just the easiest way to do these things.
Well, I think we just keep going.
Yep. I also haven't. I don't know why the error's not going away. That's my issue. Come on. Go away, you stupid error.
Okay. So let's see here. So we're starting. La-di-da-di-da. Well, we'll make it work. What page the instructions start on? 34?
16.
Okay.
17? 17.
Different here. Okay, so, let's see. That's all the pieces.
I think the other thing to set up is that make sure figure out exactly what we want picture-in-picture in, because picture-in-picture is always 1.
Yes, I considered that, but then I didn't really set up the picture-in-picture properly either, so it was kind of a... All right, so let's see here.
You have a 30-minute countdown counting down on this. I think is that recording time?
No.
Maybe. I'm not too worried about it.
I'm not too worried about it now.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. So this is the first instructions, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we need box 1. They look like. Let's see if we got this right. Yep. Oh, I like
Yep.
having the instructions. That's kind of cool. All right, let's break it open.
Hold on.
Hmm.
What? Oh, because you're gonna switch the instructions in a minute. Because there's lag here. I'm still not used to that. That's fine.
Right.
Don't watch the stream to figure out what's happening, because that's gonna be some lag. So I think it's the little men and all the little vessels.
Okay. Oops.
We also need to figure out a non-contrasting color to whatever we're working on, because everything white on white does not show up super well in video.
Okay. Well, live and learn.
I think this might be trying to find like a green background, but not good either.
Oh, what?
I was thinking it's like, what's the least Lego contrasting color?
Right.
I think the answer is light gray. Nothing.
Yeah. It took me a second. I was like, okay, sure. Whatever, Chip.
I don't even know these are the same parts.
I like having the big surface to work on. Oh, what's that?
We do need to note that this is our lower bound of visible space in the
Yeah, but we can have parts outside of it. Do you want me? You want to put down markers? There's little guys.
At some point, yes, but right now I'm not too worried about it. Right now I'm just seeing if we're just this is kind of more of a technology test than anything else. So.
Right. We'll see how it goes.
I'm also glad we can record it in like 4 different places based on the way the system setup works.
Yeah, we can pretty much do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to stop re-knolling the things you've already knolled.
Well, I'm going to keep, I think we should. There's just always a little pile in the middle and figure out what's in that pile or where that pile is. It's just sweet. Let's get started.
Okay, so what we do need, if we're going to be out here doing this, is we need a front edge for the table. All right, so this is going to be top view, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
It is a little reflecty.
Yeah, that may be the total amount of recording left. Interesting. Thought it would have been more than that. Thought I had hours.
Was it empty?
I have no idea. Doesn't matter.
That's
not really the point.
No.
So dark gray and black. Exciting.
It's real complicated first set of instructions.
Yeah, this is just killing me. Okay. All right.
Okay. That's steps 1 and 2. Do you want to build the satellite on the right? I'll build the satellite on the left. That's just the.
Sure.
That's just a separate. I think that's the escape the capsule.
Right. Could you say you're doing left?
Yes.
Okay.
Which means I'm doing that one right now.
I thought you said left.
I do like these solar panels. They're real cool.
It's cool how they've engineered their connection.
They can rotate, and that means they can stand up. Put them down. The other thing we have to be careful of is we need to build here.
Right.
Right. So that's going to be a system rearrangement issue
At some point. All right. So now, why isn't it paging down over here?
Because the PDF instructions can sometimes be kind of a pain.
Yeah. All right. So we are building the Shuttle. I think we should put this P and P.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
But one is always P and P.
Right, I understand.
So if we can just stick the instructions up in the corner and
Right.
then page down.
Right. That'll work. You're looking for some marker tape, some territory tape.
Up there.
Okay.
Just so we can actually see where our workspace lower bound is. Just because I was realizing I didn't have my hands well laid out. Getting that overly precise is not worth it. But
No.
the top edge is kind of the top edge is our bottom bound of that frame.
Yep. Okay, so there to there. This must be an inside piece because it's an inside piece color. I do love how they do that now. It just makes things so much easier. Okay, we're turning over, and we're putting the
Back glider panels on.
Yep. And then let's see here. I think. In here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in excellent condition again.
Good. Excellent conditions, always good. There. There. That's kind of cool. I like how they did that. Okay. And flip. And then these are kind of cool. That stack. And there's a gray. All right. Next instructions. Your turn.
So this set is gonna be what, the nose and the upper wings I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So that's the next big base plate. Then we get another one of those grays. So is this for a connector at the back, or is it to build tail fins? So we've got the two stack grays, which look like they're gonna connect to something.
I don't know yet.
I also wonder if it might be so it can attach to the space station later.
Sorry, I'm playing with our picture-in-picture here.
Oh, whatever works. Just
Oops, don't want to go that
that's
way.
kind of what I was doing while you were building. So it's just hard to get your hands out of the way of what's happening. So having a real close-up might not be a bad idea for some stuff.
Well, that's what this lets you do. So you can stay on wide. Okay. You want to... You can focus there. Okay, we're gonna have to work all this out.
Building the white and black kit may not have been the best for...
The best choice.
And once again, figuring out where your control bounds are. What else am I building? Stuff. I need two little one stops. There's one. There's the other one. And that gets us to there. Okay. Next pitch. We will now. Let's just ridge, square. Am I just not seeing? Oh, that's why I didn't see them. They were next to each other. That is.
I think we need to adjust the white balance a little bit on the camera anyway.
Yeah, what? Because everything's super white and reflected. Are we gonna notice
It's kind of yellowy, right?
Yep. Well, these are different whites, which I also don't think is. Then we put the front on.
Okay, now that we're started, this camera's not doing much for us, so let's do
Single panel.
back on.
The other one by two.
There's no shortage of cables around here.
No, it keeps being interesting. Oh, engines, Dad. Or engine mounts.
Gotcha. Alright.
So we build 3 engines. There's one.
That's a good shot.
Oh, I kind of like that shot.
Picture. Yeah, this is the one where I really get to hang my belly on the workbench.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I don't think we really need the knolling trays at this point. Let's stack those out of the way.
I will also admit there's something kind of fun of just like, because that's what I was doing a little bit with the Lamborghini. It was like I could sort this better, but I'm choosing not to because I kind of don't want it to finish in any reasonable amount of time.
Right.
I just kind of. Okay, what did you use this for? Oh, well, they're all. We have a whole bunch of leftover pieces because they gave us a whole bunch of extra little ones because that's how these sections always work.
Yep.
Let's collect off all of the extra bits. Into.
You want to grab like one of the here? Oh, that was really loud. And for your ears.
Let's get all the big stuff done first. No. I can miss the trash can, and that's gonna look real good. What's my bounds on this? And put it right there. What are you trying to do?
Sending Jacob a picture.
Huh?
Send Jacob a picture. The link.
Are you not friends on Facebook?
No.
What? Nope.
We are friends on Steam, so that would probably take a little too much thinking for me.
Realize I have to save a building space for myself. That's always a problem. There's never enough space for Legos whenever you do any of this. All your pieces go everywhere.
Right.
And there's never enough space.
Upgrade.
The joys of computing.
Hmm?
The joys of computing.
Yes. Do you want to upgrade this? Do you want to upgrade this?
Do you want to turn off your computer? Update now.
Well, the crazy thing is how it's actually for my Logitech Spotlight.
Logitech Spotlight.
That's the fancy clicker,
the
fancy presentation clicker, and the number of updates they do for the smallest thing, like it's crazy. All right, so let's go.
So which webcam do you have? Your little Logitech.
It's C615. It's one of the cheap ones. It is not at all fancy.
It's like of things that we worth just getting myself one is just unacceptable USB webcam.
Yeah.
And once again, I like Logitech stuff, so I know it works. So
Yeah, but you can't get any. I mean, you can't buy them right now.
you can't buy anything with that stuff right now.
Well, you can buy off-brand ones. Okay, so we have an excellent connection. The stream is now healthy.
That's one of those things that might just be worth going to Best Buy and seeing what they have in stock just randomly. Cause
Sometimes you get lucky.
Well, sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you're like, oh, this is the similar thing, but like.
Well, the crazy thing is, like, I went online and they said they had them, so I ordered one, and they're like, oh no, we don't. It's back ordered. It's like, they're doing that stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's what. Well, the other weird one is going to places like Target, like that, like kind of mid-level. Yeah. So that's that step done. You want to take over?
No, keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna play with the technology.
Okay. I don't know, just switch back and forth, keeping it somewhat more interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I think having some way of getting a nice close shot in some way, shape, or form.
Well, so we because we're kind of all wide on cameras, so it's
Yeah.
almost like this overhead one. We really should zoom in, right? So you can show details, but most of the time you use one of the others.
It's almost what you want. It's like almost a chest-mounted one, right? Like there's a certain like.
True. Well, here you go. Let's do this. Let's turn this one into your close-up detail camera. So let's do picture-in-picture on. We're gonna come to. Is that the right one? Yes. Yep. Okay, and like this one, you can just reposition and put anywhere you want. That's why I put the ball head on it. Whoops. Yeah.
Until you turn it off.
There we go. Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's turn off the picture-in-picture.
Once again, a little shiny, but
yeah,
getting your angles right. It's also I'm working in only black pieces right now, building this base, so it's not like it's all that much detail.
Well, here we can do this too. This is the nice thing about this. Is it loose? Yes. Here, you can see what perspective it is there.
That's kind of cool. Some weird focus things, but
yeah, we'll fix that. Ooh, I like that. There you go, Tim.
Hang on.
I like that.
Oh, that is kind of a cool shot.
Yeah.
That feels very much of the like, here, I've got to show you the thing in my hand YouTube video.
Right.
At the slight angle that you're always used to working at, so they don't seem like they're doing anything weird, but that's just the way they're doing things. Yeah, it's just I also am waiting for it to show up on the stream, so that's just also the fact that you knock it whenever you move the mouse is also not helpful.
Okay.
So when once again, chords are a problem in our arrangement of all these pieces.
All right, so we're gonna give. Let's lift it up here. Hold on. Give it a little bit of a. Okay, I can't really sit on that because of. Oh, still get the. Okay, I'm gonna stop moving around and making everyone seasick, as if anyone was actually watching this. But whoa. Okay.
Let's put a different perspective if you're playing with that camera. Just.
Like, stop already.
I'm almost having as much fun pretending that we're talking to people as they're actually. It's just.
It's actually better. We're better off streaming with no one here.
Oh, there's. Well, then when we get completely sidetracked, it's perfectly fine. But then, as far as I can tell, the people who actually do very well streaming are either hyper focused or have no focus whatsoever. So it's
right.
Just...
Well, luckily our goal is not to do well at streaming.
No.
So. Okay. I'm gonna take a very expensive lens and screw it up because I keep playing around with it. Let's see here.
Just get. Is it dead?
Yes.
Just get like a book or something. Just like have them around. It's gonna be about the right height, a little bit longer. That's what the library's for, right? Like it's just this stack things on it. There you go.
Okay, let's see how we did. I think that's a pretty good view.
Yeah.
Can we get rid of the blue tape now?
No.
Okay.
I like the blue tape. You have a problem with my blue tape? What you do is you get green tape that gets chroma keyed out.
Right. There you go.
So that it's just
nice.
You just have this is your default chroma key, and it just wipes out whatever your bordering tape is.
Yeah.
Also, this table is just high enough that I rest my belly on it. It's great.
Right. That's what I was saying.
No, I got that.
Belly up to the bar, right?
This one is exactly the right height, so it's the belt resting fully against the side of the...
Yep. So is the one viewer us watching ourselves?
Probably.
Good. Welcome us. Okay, so now I need to redo this tape setup here because it's all different.
Have you considered doing it into like the cards as well, just so you can?
Yeah, no, I have.
What you should do is you should get another stream deck and mount it.
Well, I did tell B&H to let me know when the ISO is in, so that we can because obviously what we're missing here is more cameras.
It's more cameras and more gear.
And more recording on all channels, yeah.
To stream the system.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. because, you know, more track, right?
Always more track.
More track. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is PC. This is, I'm going to start calling these what they actually are. So this is top.
You don't want like 17 words. Oh, that's not
This is
building Lego while doing something completely different is doable, but when you're not paying any attention to building Lego, it's not really as good.
GoPro, because it's actually easier to keep track of what the cameras are
Than it is to figure out what the shots are.
Than to label them all as shots. Okay. All right, so this is not going to make sense for anyone. This is not going to make sense for anyone unless we actually turn it around and we show what we were doing. So, just okay. The lighting's horrible. This is not going to work at all.
We do need better lighting in here for that.
Yeah, so I just put this labeling here on the bottom so that we can see what we're switching. And I do.
What did you just do there?
Oh, it always does this because it's cycling. It's flickering.
Oh, what's flickering? Oh, the lights are actually flickering. They're not.
Yeah.
That's kind of disturbing. It's just at a frame rate that we're just ignoring. Is that the?
Yes.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep talking, as if there was somebody watching.
There is. You should get Mom to watch. So that's the first part of the base. Let's go to the rest of the base. This is the front legs. Why are there legs in this thing? I don't know. But it's a Lego kit. It's just what we do. Turn this way. Now we're building this side now. Okay. Trying to build in a direction that I am not looking is going to make things more interesting. But you know, also getting the stupid instructions to lay flat under the speaker. This is just kind of staying interesting at this point. Let's make this a little easier rather than having to build the bottom part first. Let's build the top part first. And then this can go with the buddy. Rotate. Oh, man, that glare is weird. Okay. Now I can sort of see again.
Shirt, but that's, you know, then that would definitely be something different. Yeah.
The Campari shirt.
Get those. What do they call those people?
Trying to do this with good enough angle.
Okay.
You put it wherever you want, however you want, and just mess around.
I just decided it was time for. I just decided it was time for a more appropriate shirt.
What was the last one you were wearing?
I was wearing one of the Coast Guard shirts.
What? That we both have ETA t-shirts on?
Yes, exactly. This is an official
Star Wars joke screen?
Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars themed t-shirt day. Which is funny because we're not building a Star Wars kit, even though there are literally dozens in this shop.
I kind of want to get the new A-Wing kit.
I think you should. That'd be a fun build. How much is it?
180.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Here we go.
What else are you finding? Okay, the light, I will say, this light is real bad for Lego kits.
Yeah? You want to turn it off and put something else up?
No, it's fine for now, but I think it's just, as a future thing, it's just I also think that
it was really bad when it would stare you in the eyes all the time. So this is actually an original early.
Well, let's actually do it. You know, the original old.
Yep. Is he focusing? No.
No.
It's the white, Tim. Here, hold on. Now let's do this one. Yeah.
No, there.
Yeah, you had it. And he looks at. I actually have one that has the helmet broken that way. There's another one.
Helmet broken what way?
Oh, where the helmet's split here. because that was the joke in the movie.
Mm.
So here we got pilots. Like I went and started like laying out all of the little stormtroopers, and there were a lot of them.
Oh, I had a lot of clones and a lot of stormtroopers.
Yeah. Somebody was having a little too much fun with Lego Guy. So that's a pirate wench, I think, would be the appropriate thing to say.
Yep.
Unknown legs, a pirate guy, and a space helmet of the original
Or
story.
cop helmet or whatever the
True.
generic helmet. Was.
Yes. You know, they probably did start off as cop helmets.
But because those are the original policemen too, right?
Well, here's the original policeman's body.
Oh,
right, because this is the stick-on. And this focus thing we're doing is there we go. So that's the original minifig, and that he actually I think came with the boat, with the police boat. Oh look, another cloney trooper.
I have a lot of clones. You did find all kind of treasure going through all these.
Oh yeah. Well, this is not even all the
No.
things. Here we go. Yeah.
Droid. Oh, this is a jump droid.
Mm-hmm.
Is this an R4 that was eaten by a dog? Is that the?
Yep, that's a dog eating R4. Here's just a R2 torso.
Okay, well we keep building along the top. I think that's all the pieces steps in that section.
The Ewoks are the worst because they have no.
Oh, there's
movie
no
legs.
articulation to it at all. It's just.
Yeah.
Is that? This is. Oh no, it's someone else's backpack stuck on
Yes.
Yoda. Because Yoda's head did not quite fit there. I like the Hagrid.
Yeah. What the one I so tell me where is it? There's one that's really hard to miss here. There we go. I've always loved the monkeys.
Don't
Monkeys
have a
are
pistol?
favorites. Yes, it's a monkey with a pistol.
What are we building now? It's gonna be a great sound on the mic. But then again, any of the Lego ones are great.
So did we give the Vikings away to somebody? Because we have like one Viking, one shield, and remember you had like the whole dragon and the boat. Just wondering if
Were those Viking or Playmobil?
Hmm?
No. So well, there was a
we have Viking instructions.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the Vikings.
Right. There was
With the big wooden ship.
Yeah.
We may have.
I think we may have decided that was one that could go. It'd be kind of fun now.
Because that was early here, right?
Yeah, I think so. Where are we at?
I think we're here. I'm taking a huge amount of attention, just kind of slowly building along. So I think we're still building whatever the overall base assembly piece is. I do love this like standing bar assembly that pins into various other capture points. Right? Like it's like, hey, this sets in.
Yeah. Oh look, it's us.
Hey, it's us in multiple places.
So how do I share this? How do I get the link? Let's see here. Share. Copy link. Paste.
Whether that's going to work or not, or that's just whatever actually YouTube's doing, we don't necessarily know, but. Yeah, figuring out how where to put the picture in picture is kind of. You have it low, which is a little odd.
So one of the things I actually liked, I saw a guy, he set it up so it was a circle. fuzzy edged, which was nice. So
I think that's the cap piece there. And we put. I think it's driven all the way through, apparently, on both sides. With one cover and one cover, and you turn it around, and it goes in this way. And we pin. We dang it.
okay, so we can actually change.
Oh, what camera's picture-in-picture?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So put 4 on picture-in-picture and actually progress it to where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
So that's the one I think that you need like a button that's like the page down, right?
Oh, and it actually launches it, and yeah.
Or it's like, because it's like.
Where are we? Is this?
We are on step 30. So there. Or we were just on step 30. No, we're still on step 30. Then turn around. Through. Through. Go to the next step. Do cap. And this is our whatever camera we're on right now.
It's the GoPro.
Oh, we're on the GoPro right now. Okay. So this is just to hold everything back together for some reason? Or maybe it's to give us more mounting points. I'm not really sure yet.
Yeah, my least favorite camera is the top-down camera.
Like, it's just not super useful. Because, like, it's not zoomed in enough, but if you zoom in too much, you lose all
You can turn off the border. That helps, I think, in the P&P
oh, it does.
for the floater. Let's see here.
I'm trying to, it's like, because having a personal mounted camera would be kind of nice, but I'm not sure where the best place to mount it would be. Our extra parts. Go over there. And we got ourselves a base. And a C-3PO still around. What's the 4 hours? 4, 24, 43, 05.
How much I recorded? So that's probably what happened. Is I probably had the recording on. So for many hours at some point when I wasn't paying attention. Sanity. Still have excellent connection. Oh, let's cramp it on. Yes, sir.
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Yep. We're building an international space station. I think it's just going to live here.
We could probably put it in that rocket and launch it.
We could, yeah. We could put it in the big rocket and launch it. But it would be problematic. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. You can watch it. You can watch us. You can watch us live if you want. Yeah. So we got all the cameras going. It's a little bit behind. What you're seeing is a little bit behind real time. That's why I didn't put you on speakerphone, because it would have driven you around the bend. So, yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back. Thanks for calling. All right. Love you. Bye.
This is a very beige section of the ship.
All right.
So it doesn't help that this is, I think, the exact same color as our base plate, our background. I'm gonna grab some drink.
Okay.
Now you can talk to our audience.
I could talk to our audience by myself. Well, just as long as I have I'm sure I have the appropriate shirt on, we'll be fine. And here we go. Okay, so that looks like that's pretty well nulled. Let's hit another page here, and I'm going to start with these 2 grays. And help me out here. Tim left without having opened the other set of pieces yet. That's why I was confused. Whoops. All right, so we need this bad boy. And it looks like this gets this and this. Tim is right. I need to update the stream deck with the right commands because otherwise this is really just not going to work. Okay, and some of these. I'm just trying to get away with this as quickly as I can while Tim's gone because he'd come back and he'd say, why didn't you null all these parts out properly? So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, those are cool. These are little cheese wedges. And we got our whites, our grays, our whites, a whole bunch of gold onesies. So these are flat plate ones. That one. And a bunch of connectors. There's some more gray plates. We got an orange. These are kind of cool. Gray top, bottom, top, bottom. All right. We're going to be using many of those, it would appear. Here are the white ones. Gray. So what Tim was saying earlier was that just this white background is hard, and that the way the light is hard, because it's really hard to see contrast. Sometimes you can't even see the difference between white and gray, or maybe I'm just getting really old, and that's what's causing the issue. Go there. Ba-dump. Ba-deep. All right, so throw that up there. One more white. With these little, I think these were originally like gold bars when initially constructed, or silver bar. These are silver, obviously. There are a number of those pieces in the Saturns, so we really should go grab a Saturn V and bring it in here, because that's a pretty cool kit. And we have 3 of them. We have 3 of the Saturn Vs in our toolbox. So let's just pause here for a second, turn off the picture-in-picture. There we go. So we're just about here on the instructions. And you can see I have it kind of nulled and laid out here. And I think we're safe to continue. So up next, these pieces are quite something. All right, so we're using 2 of these again, here and here.
Spiders.
What did you run into?
Spiders.
Yes. I have gotten all of one page halfway done in your absence.
Well done.
Showing
one of these.
the great speeds. You know, I just mentioned this actually. I was like, we should get one of the Saturn Vs.
I know that because I was watching upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So I was just messing with you.
All right.
I think I picked the one spot where there's no camera
Yeah.
on purpose, actually.
It doesn't even fit under.
fit in any of the shots. It's just not going to fit in any of the shots, Dad. Now you just crushed the spaceman.
It's okay.
NC3PO.
There we go. Yeah. No, it doesn't really work, does it?
No, it's funny though.
Okay.
And it was worth the joke.
Okay. Nicely done. Need something to create a sense of humor around here. So you left, and I was like, oh, I'm going to start. And so I started, and then I realized that you had left with one of the packages.
Unsorted?
Unopened. I was like, where's that piece? Can't find it anywhere. It's like, no, Daren, you can't find it anywhere.
That was kind of one of the fun ones with the Lamborghini. Was just like, you're like, okay, can I not open this package? Well, I guess I gotta open it now for the one thing I need for the section in it.
Right. You should go grab the Lamborghini. Speaking of, we're gonna have no space to work because
what we should do is we should finish this, and we should do at some point just an expose of all the other stuff we have around.
Right. Well, behind us, which you can't see right now because we don't actually have a camera looking back there, is the original Lego castle that I have in progress. I spent about 12 hours going through and sorting bits, and Finally got it. All right. Whoa, got one done. All right. So if you're not a Lego kit person, by and large, the real trick of this is never look at what you're supposed to do next. Always look at this little corner. I'm gonna bring that up over here on the computer. So what you always want to do is just jump in and figure out what parts are going to be used, and that's what these little things in the corner are for.
The other advantage is
Yes, go ahead.
you can see all the nice colors and compare them to each other. You also get this little, if we go, it's a page down, and it'll do it right. Where's page down? The metallic ones actually shine.
Yes, yeah, they actually put a little bit of a
I'm not sure when next time we'll need one of those.
metal theme on them.
Alright, you can see by the 8 here.
So this tells me I need 3 of
Shiny.
these, and 2 of these,
And I'll put you on
and
camera that can actually show that.
2 of these. Okay, great, that's awesome. Okay, so we're going to start, this one goes here. Do over time start to build a sense of what should be happening, which may be the only place in my life where I can say that with any level of authority.
Put one kind of front facing because that's how we build and how we plan. So I like the offset side, but having one kind of
A camera? Where?
kind of here, because like that's how we build and how we think.
Right.
So we kind of automatically align to the instructions.
Well, that was kind of what you were saying with your, I just totally brain froze there. That's what you were kind of saying about wanting to have this perspective, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you want to take?
No, you can go.
Okay. So now we want 2 of these, 4 of these, and this is, I was noticing exactly what you're saying about the lighting setup here being really, really bad.
For the instructions?
Yeah. Just overall, no, not just for the instructions, just overall, in general, bad.
So I think if you put some light panels up
Yeah.
in the bracketing, you can probably get some good stuff. You get some weird shadows, but
Yeah, but if you have the large light source, you always do better.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But then again, those LED panels are just the best thing ever in general too.
Yeah.
So you're also getting the issue on this side angle is that your focus gets weird.
Yep.
The continuous autofocus, because you're trying to grab some of these parts and then the front end of this, and it kind of goes off into the. And I can really mess up the focus by doing something like this,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's all gone. It's a good camera though.
Yeah, no, it's funny. 5100 seems to do the best job of autofocusing. All right, I'm going to work on the lighting a little bit, Tim.
Okay. Where are you?
I have just done, I'm on that left side page. I just finished it.
So you're on. You finished step 6 and you're on step 7.
Yep.
And then we do the continuous repeats because we always have to continuously repeat a section. And what? Yeah, the lighting just knocks out any image on those instructions. And I've really got to stop leaning on this table.
Stop hanging your belly on the table, especially with that shot. You're like,
It's a great way to rest it, but man, do I look fatter than I usually do. Oh, I don't need this. I don't have the head.
you're so articulate.
Yeah, I was realizing that, which is why I made that joke. And we just keep. And you're like, this is like, okay, yeah. Trying to get an image of this, and just you have to slow down, which is not how I build Lego.
Right.
You must build Lego faster.
I mean, we do have natural light. We could open the blinds.
Natural light, bah. Well, we can see what happens if we do. If you can actually get to the point where get to the ability to open the blinds, and if they'll ever close again.
It almost looked like you didn't trust me there.
I did not, in fact, actually. Heaven forbid. Okay, that's 3.
Okay. I'm going to disassemble the launch escape tower here.
You can also just move this out in 5.
You think that would make more sense with a shaking camera?
It's taller than our workspace. Not as much space as it has upstairs. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but
Upstairs, we're not moving things
upstairs
fast.
it's in a corner, and I'm not moving around it.
Okay, last two of these.
Okay, so which camera are you on? You're on your desktop camera there?
Yeah. Is that a good idea? Oh, I see what.
Okay. So this whole camera mount is just gone to hell, and I could have dropped it. I could have dropped the whole thing through, which is always a good idea to do with your $4,000 worth of camera gear.
You do need a better mount for that camera.
Yeah. Well, we're fine. We're just all right.
Now we're gonna put on that camera as we want. Oh,
Yeah.
Dang it.
Anyway, we're gonna come back to this problem. We're just going to.
As he works in the assembly above us. You know. I'll put that cord somewhere else.
Okay.
Those were in the front of the Kia when I was driving to work the other day. I'm like, what are these?
No, it's like, where did? Oh fuck! Sorry, pardon the language. Darn, I didn't get them out of the car before Tim took it.
And I think I just put them in the footwell so they wouldn't roll around on me.
I think you did, which is perfect. Okay, so the cord here is it's almost long enough.
I will admit I didn't have quite that level of planning that morning. I was like, I don't want these here, so I just put them on the floor. As it was, I think 6:45 a.m.
It was a good call. Okay.
On a Saturday too, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Where my level of processing is at its greatest. As we all know, the last day of work always high level processing. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Dropping all kinds of stuff from.
Sorry, man.
It's mostly just heckle you.
What?
It's mostly just heckle you, but it is kind of a lot. It's just like what is all the stuff falling?
We're resetting as we go. This is like high-end production work. And
What, watching me sweep off the table continually as things fall?
just trying to create some excitement.
Yep.
A little bit of drama. Okay, so I had the perfect.
Okay, figure out which hand things are in is also interesting. From the near hand, far hand. I need to label them. Near, far, near, far. Because I do really well left and right as well.
I can't tell my left from my right. So.
We may have the same problem when we make the same joke in the same moment.
Yeah, no, we definitely have problems. Here, I'm gonna put the box back here. It's kind of like the background. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if.
Where'd the other piece go?
Apparently, I didn't put that extension cord in its most logical place, which is.
Huh. That's a conundrum. Should have 8. I found 7. This is a whole assembly of other pieces. That's odd. Did it get dropped? Was it still in the bag when I threw it away?
Got it.
It was still in the bag when I threw it away.
I'm sorry.
I tried to throw away a Lego part.
Good. Well,
at least I know what I was looking for when I...
What piece was it? Was it something that we could find in one of the dozens of boxes of Lego that I have lying around now?
Oh, certainly. It's one of these. The
yeah.
pieces. So I'm sure we would have had one around, but it's also really easy to find it when I lost it. It wasn't like I was throwing away like a tiny beam piece or something, which would have been lost in whatever bag it was in. This one was like, there's obviously a plate here. Put the end caps on. Now we're actually getting a section of the space station.
Nice.
And we turn it over.
Working on that little space station action. Okay.
Oh, you did stop recording. Okay, that's why. Man, I have a hard enough time listening to Ryan's playbacks on the D&D games.
Yeah.
Watching this back is going to be something else.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to. We're just testing today. I like this shot. This is my favorite shot.
its usefulnesses will be improved by our getting used to the shot.
Yep.
But I also think this is a good one with actually controlled picture-in-picture.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually compare it to. It is one of those things. It's like playing the video game. Like I had to rotate this thing, but I don't know what control rotates what.
All that work.
Yeah. To have it not be screwed in.
What happened there? This bulb got dropped or something.
It's pulled out of the socket. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unplug.
It's like getting to visit inside your mind.
It's a little scary.
It's the best. I just left it on and lost it. You used a really good word too. Oh, that's a conundrum. Pretty fun. Is it nice being able to Lego standing too?
Well, the issue is that it's at belly level. If you didn't
So,
Oh, I did catch that.
We both have a habit of resting our bellies. Okay. Given all my legs are other places.
Off picture-in-picture. Off. Off picture-in-picture. I like the Lego kit in the background, the box in the background. It doesn't help my focus at all if I do this. I do this. That ain't gonna work. More cover plates. We're not going to do any Lego trivia because that would be silly. Because I don't actually know any Lego trivia. I just built Lego sets. More backplating. Okay. So we're getting towards the end. Built a lot of these. We need 4 these guys. They're all gonna rest in end caps. Like so. Like so. Doing it on the other side. Once again, I build Legos. I don't stream building Legos, so. And we have a thing.
Yeah, most of my legs are other places, so it kind of makes all of this a little bit more challenging than it should be.
I think I should try building only looking at this stream. Oof, I picked up some of the hand gesture thingies. I'm not sure I like that. There's a little way of just how you show things off in your hands, no matter what you do. But, okay, so this needs to be like this. Like that. And we put in the lower plating. And also bracing, which is nice. As it alternates across. Just leave a gap on that one apparently, for some reason. What is it with this set?
I just don't know the order in which to do this, or which means the answer is don't do it at all. But
That would be boring.
yeah, exactly my point. Anyway, see if I can manage not to dump things on you.
You were saying? To be fair, you dumped this on the keyboard instead of on me, so.
Yes. Now, so that
Do these get used? Again.
this whole process is actually not really improving yet. I'm still kind of making a mess of everything.
No, I did not.
if you're gonna have a skill,
Making a mess is a great one.
making a mess certainly is one.
I have these 1-buys that I don't. Oh, that's where I missed them.
It's getting rather warm in here.
I mean, it is summer, and it's been rather warm. I'm a little bit spoiled by working in the fab.
Yeah, where the temperature is always.
I mean, you run around and you get way too hot, but the temperature, the ambient temperature of the fab is fine. I mean, you're little.
Well, it's not as much light as the other one was going to be, but it's some light. Okay.
It makes it a little brighter, which is kind of nice. But also, you can't talk from seeing the shot from above as much. But section 3 done.
Nice. So I did all that struggling around to look for somewhere to plug in this light.
Mm-hmm.
Running extension cords, looking all over, and there, lo and behold, it was. Just right there.
Speaking of R2D2 then,
Yes.
this part look familiar?
Yep. We were just looking at one of those, weren't we?
It had legs and a head. Or semi-head. The white one, too.
Alright. So that's that camera.
You threw one of the camera cables at me, so
Okay.
I don't know where it went.
Let me go to the GoPro here for a second while I knock
I wonder if
everything
we
else
can
around.
build our own R2D2, because we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the light goes way over there.
Yep.
Ski poles? You want to go skiing, then? Do you want to go skiing in general?
It's been times since I went skiing. Skiing wouldn't be all bad. Alright, so this is one of these, which needs to be here. Okay.
I'm storing these by sticking them together, which is not necessarily the best way to do it, but you know, nah. You really can build R2D2s. No, these ones don't stick there. This one does though. Just missing the legs. All the solar panel plating, more panel plating, more panel plating. All the solar panel plating.
I'm trying to get a shot that works here, so that doesn't include the little flashy lights on the.
Oh, the Can you get a remote for the A10, or does it have to be manually pressure pressed?
You can get a remote for it. You can use the Stream Deck. There's a thing called, what do they call it? It's like called connect, something like connector. Now there's a whole schema, and it is the multi-action thing. So you can get, like, you can set so you hit one thing and it changes a whole lot of stuff.
You can build your own macros.
Yeah.
I was just wondering because if that
like for lower thirds and stuff, so you could have all the.
I was thinking if it's enough of a pain to have to keep it out of a shot, it might be easier to just like cover it with something.
Yeah.
And then, like having it accessible all the time is great.
So this is now not top. This is just backwards over the shoulder. It's a flattering shot of both of us. Okay. All right. So let's see where we are in the instructions. What step are you on?
19, page 54. What page of the PDF that's going to be, I have no idea. But we're not going to give ourselves quite as much build space because I think it's building small things attached to the big thing that's taking up most of our build space. Which is always the fun one. It's like, hey.
I can't see where we are in the instructions, so I'm gonna. Let's back
You can also have to zoom out a lot, I think, because you zoomed in a lot. Yeah, the Lamborghini was particularly bad about that. Of like, now I'm taking up all of your build space, so I need to be stored somewhere else. But we need to keep adding things to this assemblies.
Okay, so this is where we are. Sorting these parts, right?
Yep. Did I sort them very well? No. Are they all kind of sorted apart? Yes.
it's kind of boring. Let's not look at the instructions for too long. Yeah, because then I wonder if you could have C-string decks, because what you really need for this is like the co-building. Like you need to have one set of buttons over here, and those are like so you can.
No matter where you are, who's doing what, like,
Yeah.
there can be someone.
Switching.
Keep in mind you have to build somewhere.
Right.
Which is ergo my earlier comments about things taking up your build space.
Right.
Oh, I know our problem.
Hmm.
I think the instructions move towards us.
Yes.
So that took away build space. These are cool.
The little armies.
Well, because I'm used to the droid arms being parallel to each other.
Mm-hmm.
These are not. It's kind of cool.
Oh, person's detected in the shop. Thanks, Waze. I wouldn't have known. These are cool too.
I'm glad we're still saying excellent connection.
Yeah.
Oh, an hour and 10 minutes in.
I do try. Always try for excellence.
I wonder if it was just kind of getting up connected and messing around with other stuff at the same time. That's probably.
Yep.
Probably does not work.
It's feeling increasingly like time to go make a visit to Cascadia.
No.
This is when you start sorting halfway through when somebody else is done. It's like, so we already created a bucket for these?
Yep.
Yes or no?
So I like to kind of like grab one piece and grab as many of them as I can.
That makes way too much sense, Tim. Stop making.
Then you're not trying to figure out where you even put your own piles of things.
Right. Like just then, where I was having that exact same problem.
Are these cans? They're can lids, is what they're supposed to be.
Nice.
With little pull tabs.
Mm-hmm. Those are awesome. How are we going to use them? Are they like doors or something?
I'm guessing they're kind of some that you make. Pull tab cans. Is that the best place to put it? Oh, do I have to use my non-existent fingernails to remove it from there? Yes, I do. Look at that one. Yeah, I'm guessing hatches of some kind.
Yeah, it really is too warm in here.
You're good. I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'll build off camera. And here's one we completed earlier.
Do you have pieces missing or something?
Hmm?
What was the...
What?
Oh, you're adding the last pieces.
I'm completing step 19 while you work on step
Gotcha.
20.
Okay, so this is those downward facing. This is the other thing when you don't sort. You don't know where things are either. It's these.
But once you find one, it's fine.
Oh, and these are the cans, lids.
This is one of our airlock assemblies.
Maybe.
I remember this. They did some weird stuff back in the day.
Yep. Quite often true. All right. Gold, no one. So this, one of these. That.
I think they just used the can lids because they wanted silver.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. Okay, and then.
And Tim states the obvious.
True. use a lot of these, aren't we?
What, you mean the thing we have a lot of? Yes.
Funny how that works. Okay.
Yep.
Then 2 of these, it appears. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. So it's like, where does it go now?
We begin the next new assembly.
So 1, and then 1. This instruction is like, doink.
Well, I think it's because they need a base spot.
A starter.
What's the top? Yeah, the top is my shoulder right now. That's not the most useful shot.
No, that camera's not in the right place. We need to look at moving it and finding another spot for it.
I like dancing at the edge of frame on that camera, though. This one works real well right now. You're used to building up your other shoulder, but it's a really good shot.
I think that if I had to guess, that the Waze camera just saw somebody in the shop.
Really? Just pinging you again?
Okay. Oh, we got a little robotic arm action coming here. Thank you. One of these. One of these. One of these. In the arm. Cool. Well. Okay. And then this, I always like these. I thought of these as cameras. These little pieces. There we go. Okay. Got those 2 assemblies. Here and here. Okay, so we use 4 of these little greeblies looking things. Where are they? These little things that look like, I can never decide if they're skateboards or telescopes, or I call them greeblies because
That's essentially what they are.
That's what they
It's
is.
like those and binoculars work in that too.
Mm-hmm.
I love the ones on the Star Destroyer. There's like a frying pan. And it's,
Yeah, no, that's the addition of the frying pan on the Star Destroyer is one of the more delightful things. Okay. I don't know if it's the heat here or what, but so I apparently used the wrong part here somewhere way back, right? This one.
Oh, it's
Supposed to be this direction.
not as bad as having to tear apart half your thing because you had a piece running wrong.
And this comes into it. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, look. Using some more of these. Okay. All right. You want to switch cameras again?
That's still my shoulder though. Oh, do you mean the useful cameras?
Yes. We're going to get better at this. We promised ourselves. That's kind of cool looking.
I kind of like the idea of like a camera just for whatever the current assembly is, as well as kind of.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Just like if you look now at that, I'm trying to get this one like getting it in the right spot or focused.
Are we agreed that this goes here?
Yes.
Okay. And then
Does have to probably get bounced out a little bit.
there we go.
Looks right to me. Yeah.
I think so. Alrighty. So is this the truss arm, and this is actually the space station parts where people live? Is that how that works?
I think so. Because this is gonna. These are gonna get all the solar panels when we have.
Right.
Because that's the ball joints in those.
Okay, so then when this turns around,
We do a backing plate.
and this is really just kind of a retainer, right?
Yeah, and I think to give somewhere for the other end of the other arm to mount too.
Right. Okay. Okay, that's great, except it actually doesn't sit up there
Does it?
yet because of the weight. It's off balance. Or did I just get it on the wrong thing? Oh. Tim, you always have more faith than I do.
Now
Sweet.
it clips in, and then it can be popped off to.
Right. Okay, your turn. All right, let's work on this camera somewhere useful.
Put this over there. Wait, can I get it lined up properly? No, it's backwards. Actually, no, this way. It's pretty good. Okay, next steps. I need 2 more gray guys. Having large hands does not necessarily help with this. So we build the other arm assembly. Then we build the same thing inverted that we just built a second ago. Port 1 viewer, who may or may not be us. Okay. Then let's go there. We need one of these. This on top if we can. I'm not building this in the correct order, which is going to come back to bite me. Got that. That's assembled. Stuck to one side. I want that camera using up. Okay.
I think there was so much falderall with getting the technology working in the first place
Yeah.
that I kind of exhausted myself with that activity.
Yeah.
And now working on the other stuff, I'm like, oh, I'm tired.
I mean, to be fair, we did get everything working, which I'm kind of surprised at. It's just for how close we were to be like, this is just not working right now, to this is actually working just fine. That's quite an impressive track record. And we can see if we can assemble the other camera shot.
It's great when I'm gonna bump into the camera a lot. Okay.
Hello, friend. I get it. Station out of the way for a second. Build ourselves some satellite dishes. Or radar dishes, or whatever the hell they are. Silver and gold, whatever's.
Okay, that's our camera.
There's one.
Hmm?
Will it focus? No, it really does not want to focus on the silver piece.
Interesting.
Oh no, wait. I rotate it that way. It's okay. My ski poles. And this bad boy just come back here. One connector there. One connector for here. What else we got? Another set of disky things. So, great.
We are going to need a completely separate setup when the time comes to do like a laser project or something.
Yeah. But it's also going to be fiddling and fiddling until then. And
I like the idea of using the GoPro as the top down.
because you can kind of put it wherever and kind of get it up there and whatever, and you don't really need the super fine adjustment because you're like, hey, it's kind of.
Well, and they're also pretty inexpensive, like relative, like a lot of bang for the buck.
And they're also designed that if you drop it, it's probably gonna be fine.
Yeah. So why don't we do this? Get the table. So I do like the tabletop level, and I want something that's actually adjustable and low and manageable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Canada question.
I love these. Nice long HDMI cables. And look, I need like a 2-foot step stool in here. Maybe not. I don't mean a 2 foot. I mean like 1.5 foot. That's just a stool. It has nothing else. It's just a step.
So that's just like, gets you any height you need wherever you need it.
Well, because most of the time, for the stuff here in the shop, I don't need that much height, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just need a little bit, or maybe I should grow some.
Stop being so short.
Stop being. That's probably what I think that's probably should be the plan. I'm gonna just stop being quite so short.
You consider not getting older too. I'm sure that also helps.
I'm not sure how much that's gonna help. I mean, yes, of course, but
Yeah, this is not adjusting which direction I'm building at is also because leaning my arm this way, building over here, does not help anyone in any way, shape, or form. More solar panels. Okay. Solar panels.
Tim, would you reach up there and undo that Velcro?
Do you want both undone or just this one?
Just that one. Thank you.
I think it's. Where did that go?
What did you lose?
A red 4 bar. That way. You know how I lost it that way? I tried to catch it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I didn't do? Huh. So it certainly hit it. I hit it and I heard it go.
Yep. Want light?
Yeah. Super light.
There you go.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
This is the. Oh, there it is.
Anyway, I saw it before. I was just. That was just unhelpful. Let's go. There it is. But I want to see it. I want to see him dig around for it a little bit first. Punchy, are we? Okay.
Says the man being punchy. Yes. Yes,
Yes,
yes. We
yes.
are. No, stay.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Okay, there's the S working picture.
That's the working. It's also funny us not looking at the camera, talking about how the camera works.
Is the camera working? Let's see. Yes, the camera's working. Okay, so that's no longer top. I'm going to go back to this one. Okay, so let's then don't ask. Don't want to know.
Okay. Keep adding more solar panels. This thing really was not, the actual ISS was not very well initially planned, was it? It was kind of a lot of
Hard to know. There you go. That's nice view, because that really does kind of start to show your. Yeah, that's the GoPro.
Nice.
That's the working camera. It's
Yeah.
us smiling. Let's once again, look at it over here. The best part is it goes in and out of focus depending on which of us is looking at the camera as it goes into eye control.
So if we both look sort of at it, does that help? If we look at the cable bundle above it, does that... I'm sure I got this all the way pushed in, and I don't really remember. Nope, I got it.
The awful little feeling when you push too hard on a part in the wrong part of your hand.
Well, you just get used to getting the...
Yeah.
So you can switch cameras so we can see it.
Yeah, a little indents.
I don't know if you can see it. This angle with this light. But yeah, it's a nice little... Yeah, no, you can see it right here. Hex pattern in your hand. It's the same as that you get the little blue ones literally dug into your skin when you're working on anything Technics. You can tell we love Lego.
Too much time.
I'm not a big fan of this build style. I understand for structure and design, but it's not a great build style. There's nowhere to brace against.
Oh, from an assembly standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's kind of a lot of like, hey, just kind of go. And it's like, well, there's nothing to go against.
Those would go anywhere.
Hmm?
Those would go anywhere forever.
I feel they're kind of like the 1x grays. 1x1,
Mm-hmm.
one high grays. You're like, well, I dropped one of those. At least there are 4 on the set. There's 4 more in the like extra parts piece.
Yeah.
I still have parts of the Star Destroyer that I don't know where they are.
That you think should have been on?
Or no, that I missed or put in the wrong place or are actually literally in the Star Destroyer.
Right.
Because I knocked them at some point or something and they just fell in and I'm like, they're one part of an exterior gray surface. I'm not going to miss them.
Right.
And I don't want to take the whole thing apart to find them. Let's make sure to put the spacer on and then it'll really piss me off later trying to figure out why I have a spacer's worth of extra space in the end. Oh, interesting. The big solar panels are barred, but the little ones are grabbers.
Okay.
So that you can do this. It is a solar panel.
So this kind of shows where we are now, right?
I don't like the big solar panels as much. I think 'cause they're not true pieces in the same way the little ones are. Because the little ones are the classic 4-plate or 3. Are they a 3-plate? Yeah, the 3-plate attached with the grabbers built in. Right, so they...
Yeah. So this is picture-in-picture with gone full screen.
I think moving the picture up and figuring out where exactly we want it to go for everything is
Well, how big it should be.
Yep.
Right? Because I think maybe a little smaller.
well, also just something that's like, hey, you can follow along at home as much as like if you actually really want to see what's happening.
All right, we should put the link to the instructions in.
Well, I think that you put a whole bunch more detail in your description for your stuff.
Right.
But you also know what you're actually going to be doing, rather than just like, are we in the shop?
Yeah, we're in the shop.
Heaven forbid. What could we be doing in the shop?
All right. So we've adjusted the picture-in-picture. Now, Tim, here's what we need to do with the picture-in-picture. Now lean in.
No, you need a little lower. All right, a little lower.
There we go. That's the perfect position for it.
think I could be driven that far. I love that the new piece removers have the spike on them.
I'm sorry?
The spike.
Oh, yeah.
And a better blade. It's the spike and the sharp on the back.
As opposed to just being useless.
Well, and you can also kind of tell whoever designed it the second time was like, I've used Legos a lot. Here's what I always need. It's like,
I'm wondering if we should, like, because it keeps refocusing on the background now that your hands are out of there.
there's not much to focus on right now anyway.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I should. I like the bokeh of the background though, so I don't know. We're gonna have to work on that. That's gonna be one of those review items for the whole thing. Let's just have a look here. So we still got audio going. It's like 17 monitors to look at. Yeah, it's fine.
Ooh, it curled up nicely. That's interesting.
Really?
I think you're getting a little punchy there, Dad.
I am.
Not sure what tells me that.
We've already done this. And 101.
Okay.
Breaking a new piece open. Is this the point at which we set up? We really should have set up 2 build areas, and like I could get started on the 6 stuff in 6. That's probably going to take too much thought and coordination. Never mind.
Well, we have to build 2 of these right now, so that's the next step. Where are those pieces?
Are they in there?
No, they are. I just thought they were all flat. I'm also getting a little woozy.
Is it time to stop?
No, we're almost done.
Okay.
I mean, we're not almost done. We're almost enough for Legos. Old garden fencing?
It's among my favorite. That's one of the things that's on the original fireboat. So when I started pulling fireboat parts, I saved the fencing. Maybe I put it's in a different. I had 2 boxes of fireboat parts. So. This is what I was really looking for, though. This one with a hole in it. This is the thing that I needed to find. So when we build the fireboat, we're going to need this part because it's a 4x6 plate with a hole in the middle. When I say fireboat, I'm really talking like
fireboat.
These are from 1978, 79, I think. I have a bunch of them. You can even see some
very early Daren.
8-year-old me actually wrote my name in here. Yeah. The idea of using Sharpie on, well, frankly, with the way the world is right now, the idea of using Sharpie on anything is kind of terrifying.
The energy level definitely dictates the amount of sorting I'm willing to do.
Well, there is and this is my whole thing. I was like, yeah, the energy level's low. And I was like, it must be hard to keep the energy up if you do kind of try to do this professionally. So that's something to keep in mind.
Well, and it's the kind of thing that, what are you doing? How long are you doing it? Because this is our first run, and we've been doing it for, how long is this stream been going on for?
Forever?
An hour and 40 minutes.
Right. And
plus about an hour of pre-setup and pre-trials.
Hour and a half screwing around and having things mess up beforehand, right?
So streaming for...
You're building 2 of these?
Yes. I've not started on the second one yet, so...
Go ahead. You were saying?
It would indeed be draining. I do like the idea of like just doing whatever you're choosing to do and just kind of streaming it. It seems like it would be kind of a nice thing. Of like, this is what we're doing today, and I have the energy to do that, and I happen to be streaming at the same time.
Yep, that's kind of where I'm going. Because I want to do the design, so I show, hey, this is what I'm doing. Stream it, not worry too much about it.
Yep.
And then stop when we're all done.
Well, that's why it's like, I know there's people who just kind of stream all the games they play, so that's just kind of what they do, and it seems weird not to.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would also imagine would get real draining after a while, particularly once it tries to become your livelihood.
Yeah, no, that's. Well, I'm glad I have a day job.
Well, I can also see it like because I know a lot of like the Magic streamers are like, hey,
This piece.
Yep.
And this goes tailstock out, I guess. It's not really very clear.
well, it can only go one way.
I understand. Okay.
Of the
Oh, these are the radiators, right?
yep. Where essentially it's like, hey, my job is super focused on super specific things, so I'll have other time to do things, so I might as well stream or do whatever the other things I can to make a little more money on the side. Particularly because when things start going badly, everything falls apart.
Well, you know, my whole thing about all this maker stuff is I love doing it.
Mhm.
And that's I get satisfaction, and getting to talk to people about it, and occasionally meet other cool people doing cool stuff. It's kind of the whole awesome part of it.
This is the sections I really don't like. Like, oh, yeah, I know this part goes on this somewhere. Oh, I see it.
But I can't tell from the background noise.
Yeah.
Oh, you already got the dishes, right? Sorry. Gold?
Hmm?
Are we building the same thing?
No. I'm building another dish.
Gotcha. Gold. And weight flats. When you get there.
It goes
Standing right here on these two studs, I think. Right?
So we build it with this piece.
Okay, oh, yeah, well. You really can't let me go anywhere.
Like, how is that going to attach there? Like, oh, it's not supposed to.
Once again, someone has done a poor job. Can you trust me with this? No, these go on. Okay, so.
There's this piece.
So 3 of those, huh?
And once again, trying to get everything on a not super stable surface.
I think that you need to rotate one of those.
Yes, I do.
One of them is in line. Yep.
And a cover. Because we need it for this next platey thing. I should probably put the base on it first, but now I've gone too far. So I'm glad they don't have any of the standard 2x1s. That's kind of nice. It's all the rounded ones.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a white base? There's a white base. And then this goes on that off-rotated section.
Yep.
And then we get a white bar across. Am I missing any parts?
I was not paying enough attention.
I'm not.
I think you're good. Oh, can I build another one of these? Badly.
Yes. But this is your starting point.
No, great, thank you.
So when they're showing these ones, they show them down, like
Right.
over here.
Guess I shouldn't sing.
Huh?
No, really. No, really, Daren, don't.
Okay. More satellite tissue stuff.
I've gotten up to a grand total of 2 viewers at various times.
Nice.
Yeah, that's probably your mom on 2 devices.
Well, I'm still trying to say if it's actually us as the one viewer. I still don't know. Doesn't really matter at all, but it's just the...
True, the one all the time. Although we drop off, so. But I think that's just a momentary glitch.
Yeah, it's someone else left, so it's like, hey, oh no, you guys are still here.
The delay is not insignificant.
I think we can change that, but to a degree. I don't think it's a lot, but I
Right.
think there's a degree we can change that. I know you can make it longer
Right.
because that's relevant for various things, but so I know you can. I think you can run in cases up to like half an hour stream latency. So like, hey, I want to show what's happening, but I don't want to show what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna make every time you reach over here, the camera like focuses on your hand and goes woo, woo. It's like breathing because you're.
Nope, radiator station. Okay. Is this just? I've never seen this piece before. That's kind of cool.
Let's see. Oh yeah. You're making the Canada Army thingy.
Probably. And it's Canada Arm, not Canada Army, dude.
Okay.
We are too punchy at this point.
Yep. No, it's been a long day. All right. So.
Okay. Now we're building 2 of these. I do like that these sets have gotten much more mixed, Technic and non-Technic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember being really rare for there to be any kind of mixing for a while.
Right. Well, there's the fence usage.
But then again, they've also gotten much stronger since they started using Technic, because it's amazing what the structural design elements are.
Yeah, no, it
Structural
really
design sets.
adds something to it, doesn't it? Yeah, it's like, okay. All right.
Also means they don't have to build other specialty pieces, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. These must be the solar panel.
I think these are the mounting arms off of them.
Yeah, now I'm falling behind. Always comes to this at the end of the day. Just. Where does the gray one go? Back there. Okay.
Real quick. Do you have... You're missing your cap here.
Okay.
Before you turn it over.
So it's this, and then this. Then turn it over. And this. Gotcha. That makes sense. I like that.
It's nice symmetry. Oh, it's also... I like that it kind of creates an open effect. The gate.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Okay, we want to check yours against mine to make sure that they look the same.
Nice to me.
Looks like we managed it. Just one of these assemblies?
Well, we're building one for each of them, so... We still haven't actually combined the pieces yet. We're still in the...
There? You're building the other side?
No. We both need to build one, because that's when they go both.
Oh. Do we have that many pieces?
Yes. What are you missing?
From that far.
Yep.
And then you're building this one?
So, we're each building a complete assembly here.
Okay.
So, you continue from this point here, and then... I have the white piece in your hand.
I see. I'm kind of catching on. Okay, so did I build something backwards then?
Yes, but not really at all irreversibly so. And that pops on the back. And then they go into the ball joints. They go into the ball joints there. There. And they rotate this way and this way. And these go in. Like, they could at least do this on the pages where it's like, hey, put 7 things randomly throughout your overall assembly, and you're like,
Rather than showing it writ large on the whole thing. Okay, and then the arms go.
I'm into all of them.
Yep.
So this is more heat radiators, right? Is that the idea?
I think so, yeah.
A lot of orange. I suppose that's the backing of all the solar panels.
Aren't you glad I said banana?
No, not particularly. I'll start this one.
Good job, Tim. There are a lot of those, aren't there?
So, we're building the same assembly 8 times.
So we're going to get really good at it by the end.
Or we're just going to do all of these slowly at once.
This is extra, right?
Yeah.
This is when we start to really smile. See, we are still happy. It hasn't like gone completely off the rails yet.
Okay. It's the only piece there is. So that's just the one thing to be careful of is that there's a long gray and a short gray.
Okay. So you want the dark gray to start?
Yep.
Okay, dark gray and bit. And then cross bit.
You want to build all of these at the same time?
I think we should. Right?
Yep.
Because there are many of them.
I'm not quite following the directions, but that's fine.
For some reason, my brain just went.
You need one of these?
No, I got one of those. My brain just went. Like, I was looking at the instructions and getting lost rather than just building what I knew how to build.
Mm-hmm. I've also stopped paying as much attention to what's actually being filmed at this point, so I think that's also...
I think that's one of the things that we got to get used to.
It's setting it up such a way that we can just stop caring a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You need this?
No, I need this. I think also setting it up so that we display some, like, having all that up there is not all that helpful, right? Kind of need to see it in the background of your own work. I'm just going to go really slowly down. It's like, ah!
So, who are we crucifying?
I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking actually. Okay. How many times do we do this? 8 as well?
Yep. Well, we're building a single assembly 8 times. So.
Right. So I just want to make sure that the 2 assemblies didn't go together or something. If that makes sense.
Yep. I was wondering, like, I was like, because I thought that we might double this up, right? So have an end cap each end, but it's not quite that long. We get one of these. Now we make 16 following.
Okay. Orange.
Dad, I think someone's in the shop.
Yes, indeed, someone is in the shop.
There's always one of these sections in every set that's always a little bit. It's like this is nice thing to go fast, but it's a little bit like boring. Of just like, hey, let's build a billion of these at the same time, and it would be less. I'm not sure it would be more or less boring if you built them one at a time.
Right.
The other bad one is like, we built the left side, now you build the right, and you're like, oh.
So I think what we need to do with this whole stream when we're done
Mhm.
is like speed it up to about 60 times. That's why you want the ISO,
Because
right?
you can collect all the stuff and like.
Yeah, I asked B&H to let me know when it's in stock. I think I'm gonna buy it
I need 2 more.
because then we can get more cameras. I don't know what I gotta find. I think so. I got a camera at Janine's house, the old AX10,
Mhm.
XA10, which would work, which is nice because it's like all pretty self-contained.
That looks way less well than I thought it was over
Okay. This is getting dull. Are you doing all one side first?
Hmm?
Are we supposed to do both sides or just one?
Both sides. Then I think we're gonna pin the other. We're gonna pin the other one first in and then lay them flat.
Okay, yeah. So I was actually building them wrong.
What?
Because I was putting both ends on.
Yeah. So
That was
you
my
pin it
question.
in and lay it in.
Yep, that made more sense.
And then you have to fiddle with it for a while because it doesn't really want to set properly. Yeah, I'm not worried about that too much. Lego, I can undergo some bending stress.
So where are they supposed to be relative on the piece, do you think?
I'm doing it kind of essentially so that the sides of the plates are essentially in line with the ends of the pipe.
Okay, I like that.
It's not, it's, once again, it's not going to be great, but it does. Okay, I will say, these things get rigid
Yeah.
when it's all pinned together. Because there's some pretty good flex in it until then.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, no, this is a... Yeah, you're right. That is quite an assembly.
Well, because I think it's actually a little too long.
Gotcha.
Right,
So it's
'cause if you-
actually
so if you
pushing
see
under...
that way,
yeah, it's
it's
actually pushing...
bending
yeah,
these down.
putting under tension.
So I can try to do this way.
Yeah, so you're getting a little flexure
Well,
that way.
and you can see that it's...
Cool.
And then they're going to our rotated. Okay.
Slide it over this way.
That is one ISS.
Yes, that is. So then it tells us where all the little pieces go, right? That's the next instruction.
Oh, a little bit.
Like,
No, I think it's not. Oh, no, you're right. They go in the base. Tonight, do this without
so
loading.
one of them goes.
Okay, so this is. I'm trying to do this reversed, so that's just make it harder. We put it like that. The
Pin one goes into
the top.
in here, right?
No, the pin one goes
Here. No, it goes on the back side. Don't we already
Yes,
have
it
one of
does.
those?
So what we're doing is it's not a satellite at all. It's actually just a mirrored piece that we built in the bottom version of,
Right.
like that. Right? That look good?
Yep.
Just real quick though. I managed. Just now it's lost its moorings.
They put the shuttle in the bottom.
Oh, because that's what the rests are for in the back. Right. And a little mends. Save us one extra of. Then where do we put C-3PO? Yep.
Nice. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I can't make the box stand up. All right, everybody.
Bye.
See you later.
Ending the stream.